problem. And streaming, dude, let's be real. Over the last year, we have seen the complete collapse of streaming. Right? We should touch on Freddie Prinze Jr.'s report, which everybody's saying is pretty real, about ESPN not being thrilled with where the WWE pay-per-views are doing right now.
JD, my bad? Let me correct you. WWE said that what Freddie said wasn't true.
Oh.
Now we got to throw it all
out. Yeah. Yeah, Dave disputed that. Of course, they said that. But realistically, do the math. Like the ESPN app it's not doing. We wouldn't know because nobody reports any numbers. But how many WWE fans have said, "I'm not doing this"? Like when the WWE has educated their fans for more than a decade that their shows cost $10 or less.
Yeah,
and now they've told them over the last 6 months, last few months, no, they're $30 a month.
Dude,
so there's a lot of people fighting back who aren't liking that.
Yes, yeah, I was a day one WWE Network guy, right? Because mainly because I wanted the archives, and I subscribed all the way up until they went to Peacock, and then for the first time ever, I subscribed to Peacock, and then I was a Peacock subscriber all the way until they went to ESPN, and I am not paying $30 for the ESPN Unlimited. So, I'm just not doing that, and I'm not really like a WWE guy, but I just felt like having the archives and stuff was important. I just really enjoyed the archives. Now they're putting them on the vault, and I can watch new WWE in different ways. So I don't need to worry about that. And I'm just holding out because I'm a YouTube TV guy. I should be able to get it with my cable package here pretty soon. So I'm holding out for that. So I'm just like not watching WWE pay-per-views right now.
The fact, and I don't think it seems to be not a lot of people are as much as they were hoping. It seems like this isn't really working. I think we've kind of seen that the a la carte streaming deal, we've been talking about this for a good year plus on this show. The a la carte streaming thing might be done. We might be moving into a streaming platform service where everything kind of exists on one or two streamers, right? This whole thing where every network needed their own streaming app is failing across the board.
Yeah.
We've maxed out, especially now we're in an economic downturn. People are struggling to pay their bills. The first thing that gets cut is, well, do I need Paramount Plus? Like, do I need all this other stuff? And the answer, most of it is no, you don't. Mm-hmm. Like what has advantages? Amazon Prime. That's got a huge advantage. Netflix has huge numbers because they've been around forever. Disney has pretty good numbers because they're Disney. And then after that, everything kind of Comcast, everyone gets Peacock with Comcast. So after that, it's kind of hit or miss. Like, and people are starting to cut again. People are not cutting the cord, but cutting the stream.
Yeah, I'm about to cut HBO Max again just because I have cable and I can just like DVR AEW shows and DVR. I'm a big Expedition Unknown guy, so I can DVR Expedition Unknown. I don't need to go to the HBO Max. And other than Superman the animated series, I'm not really watching anything else on that platform. So not that it's a bad platform. I just need to cut down on my expenses.
No, exactly. Like the only thing I'm doing right now in HBO is AEW Live, and I've been very hit or miss on that lately. But I keep it around because we're big movie. I'm showing my kid all the movies. We're going through like all educating him on. We watched True Lies last night. Great,
nice.
Flick. Holds up really well too. Quite enjoyed it. So I stick with that. But we just picked up. I was off Netflix for like more than a year, if not closer to 2. Like we got it back in because I want to finish Stranger Things. So that's kind of how you go. You buy these things when you're watching something and you get rid of them. Like I don't have cable. I cut cable over a decade ago. So I don't know. Like this is this is where we're in a weird place where people are just making choices. And when you're asking $30 per month for customers because you think you can, it's very tone deaf economically. And I think there's a lot of these big companies are being very tone deaf economically right now. And I think WWE is going to find themselves in rougher positions trying to fill arenas because they're not in trouble right now. But if you look across the board, stuff is going down. And part of that is because they're pricing them so freaking high.
Dude, like they're running the Spectrum Center in Charlotte, and it's going to be on a Friday night SmackDown, I think in February. And my cousin and I were talking about going, and the get-in price for a Friday Night SmackDown is like $120, like top of the like nosebleed seats. Dude, that I work next to the Spectrum Center. I park at the same parking garage as the Spectrum. That's where the Charlotte Hornets play. I am not spending $120 for nosebleeds. $120 down in the middle section where I have better view. I'm willing to do that. Look, I'm doing well financially. I ain't poor. I'm a cheap ass, big difference, right? And I am not spending $120 on nosebleed sections for a show that I probably wouldn't be that interested in. But my cousin and I haven't went to a wrestling show together since we were kids, so I was like, that'd just be fun. And it's like at work, so I can just literally go into work, eat dinner, and then walk across the street to the Spectrum Center. So I $120 for a SmackDown is crazy to me. So
it's you think about your position. You say it's for you, it's right, it's where you work. Like you're there, right? However, not just you're not just talking $120 get in. You're talking like another 40 on top of it for service fees.
Yeah.
Right. And then for most people, you got to pay to park. And then if God forbid you want a beer, like all these kind of little things, or a drink, or some popcorn, you're talking about dropping $300 for one person by the time you get out. Like these are not good. Like this isn't like economically viable. Like I know they said we're just going to max out. We don't care. Vince McMahon used to cater to families. We're not doing that anymore. And I'm like, I think that's so. I mean, I get it. TKO got to make that money. Because I don't think this conglomeration is going to last. I think it's going to spin off pretty quick. You're shooting yourself in the foot, because I mean, like if kids can't get into the building to watch the shows, where's your fan base coming from? It's like, I question it. I really, really do. Because I know WWE thinks it's the NBA now, but their business is very cyclical, and time has proven again and again that the pro wrestling business is very cyclical. When it's hot, things are good. When it's not, things are just okay.
Yeah.
So like, I don't think pushing people into it's just okay route is a good move, especially when we are facing economic downturn. Like I know people are out there saying, oh no, everything's fine. When you've got people going on the aforementioned Fox News telling people, grandma doesn't need a Christmas gift this year. This is not, it's very tone deaf for these companies to be charging what they're charging right now.
Yeah, no, I totally agree. And something's got to be done about Ticketmaster, dude. I couldn't imagine.
Hey man, Pearl Jam tried to warn us in the 90s, man. Pearl Jam sat there and tried to fight against it, and nobody wanted to listen to him. So those guys figured that shit out 30 years ago, and here we are.
Yeah, they did. They tried to fight against Ticketmaster, and now,
lost.
Yeah, they lost. So, and I think Kid Rock tried to do the same thing, fight against Ticketmaster, and I think he lost. And so now everybody's just like, look, it's Ticketmaster or bust, and Ticketmaster owns Live Nation, or Live Nation owns Ticketmaster, the same company.
Mm-hmm.
So you could try to run access arenas, but though they only have so many venues around the country, it's probably not going to do you very well. You got to go through the Live Nation location.
Mm-hmm. Especially all decent sized arenas are Live Nation. Access arenas are smaller locations. Like it's hard.
Yeah. Yeah, it's super hard. Let me get to the chat, and then we are going to discuss TNA's TV deal. Let's see. King of the North sends us a super chat. He says, Mike, congrats to your new TNA International champ. Stacks. Channing Stacks Lorenzo.
Hasn't that guy been in NXT forever? That guy's been in NXT. Hasn't that guy been in NXT since they were the Rainbow Show? Isn't that back in like 2021?
Dude, I'll be honest. The first Stacks match I watched was Final Resolution.
So I only know who Stacks is because I know he was working with what
Tony
the hell's
D'Angelo.
Tony D'Angelo. To me, he's always gonna be Joey Areola. Like, like I that guy's been there forever, and I think Joey's been there forever too now. Like, NXT's become hell. You don't leave there.
Yeah. I'll talk about it during the Final Resolution thing. I'll get my opinion out on the Stacks thing, but needless to say, I'm not very impressed by Stacks, but there is a storyline that TNA is telling that I don't completely hate. So we'll get into that. So, and then he sends another super chat. Says, JD, my sister got me a copy of Gaijin for Christmas. Hell yeah.
Hope you enjoy. I get a lot of good reviews on that book. I'm very proud of that one.
For sure. Let's see. Trump got us Rush Hour back, I guess. Yeah, they're coming out with the Rush Hour 3. So
cool.
I liked the first two. I thought
Me
they were
too.
great.
I like the first one a lot, actually. But
Yeah.
that was in 1998. Jackie Chan's like 70.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. He says, do you see more DC and AEW or WWE crossovers with the new merger between WBD and Netflix? If all those characters go to Netflix, which is what it's looking like, I think for sure you would see some WWE crossover with that to come 2027 when the deal goes
You,
through.
you're getting AEW right now. Full
Yeah.
Gear was just sponsored by DC Comics. DC's running their great KO storyline right now. It's awesome. Love it. Everything DC Comics is doing right now is really hitting me. Like the Absolute line is great. Absolute Batman might be the best book in comics right now.
Mhm.
They've done like DC's done a bunch of AEW stuff. So like I don't know if you'll have that with WWE yet because it's different. We got to see what happens. You know, this
Well,
is it's early.
John Cena's in a DC series. I know he's not
Mhm.
going to be wrestling past next week, but he'll still be a part of WWE. So there's going to
Yeah.
be there will be crossover. James Gunn has a man crush on Dave Bautista, by the way,
Oh,
which like why wouldn't he?
yeah, I do too. Like it's fine.
Dude,
Um,
I
there
I
there
saw a
will be.
video the other day of Batista getting his black belt in jiu-jitsu. He's like 60 and he just shredded during the ceremony. He's like
Lean
first of
shredded
all,
now.
put your gi on when you're going through the ceremony. No reason for you to be topless, Dave. I know you're shredded, but put the gi back on. But he went through the walk where he got his black belt, and they all hit him with belts and stuff. So that was a pretty cool ceremony. But I was like, God, Dave, why are you so shredded? You're like 60 years old, man. Go to retirement.
No, he's good. He's fine. He looks great at 62. He's got that lean muscle now. He's not like obscenely juiced out. He's looking lean and good. And he's the best wrestler turned actor ever, right? We're on green. We can all agree on that, right? He's like John Cena's showing a lot of potential.
Yeah, I
Uh,
yeah, I
Dave,
really like John Cena. Did you ever see I know Peacemaker's great, but did you ever see his movie Cock Blockers? It was
no.
fantastic.
I mean, that's a comedy. Like Dave
Yeah.
Bautista has shown range. Like he
Yeah.
can play different types of characters. Like that. Honestly, I'm in the John Cena's career is cute mode right now. Dave
Yeah.
Bautista is like a real actor. Like he's a better actor than The Rock. Like
Yeah.
The Rock is The Rock. But I mean, Dave's in like real movies. Like
Right.
real directors cast Dave Bautista and stuff. He was in fucking Dune for God's sakes.
Yeah. No, he's great. Let's see. King of the North. How do y'all feel about people saying Netflix would opt out of this money losing deal with WWE and renew AEW on Netflix, which would cost much less to them? I think that AEW hardcore fans are really, really trying to talk that into existence.
That never happens. I've heard this a million times that people are gonna like. Do I think that a lot of these deals will wind up not working out great for the people to sign them? Yep. I think Netflix might be one of them. Do I think they're gonna opt out? Now they have this ridiculously long contract that does have multiple renewal periods. It's a 5 year. Like it's a 15-year deal. It's a 5 year deal with a lot
Yeah.
of options in there.
I could
Do I?
I could see them opting out at the 5 year
I
mark,
could see
but
that happening.
not
And then
not like any time before that though.
no. Would they go with WWE? I don't know. I heard that with Fox too, and that never happened. So, that's gonna now when that happens, we got to see where AEW's business is in 4 years. Which 4 years in the wrestling business is a long time. Like 4 years is the difference between think about WCW in 1982 and 1996. Right, you're talking about a completely different company at that point. Same with WWE or WWF at that point. So I mean, like, I don't know. I think it's too early to even like flirt with those ideas.
Yeah. He goes on to say rebrand Triller TV to watch AEW or something. So he's suggesting that Tony Khan buy Triller TV. I think the best thing for Tony Khan is to sell the rights to his stuff, but he does have Watch AEW. Like he did come out with a trademark for that. See, Raleigh boy. Speaking of UFC Paramount, woohoo! Yeah, that's starting up here pretty soon. They got a big card coming up in January. I'm looking forward to that. Let's see. Awesomeness says, Mike, didn't you get WrestleMania 40 tickets for $100? Yeah, I think so. You know what? It might have been closer to 200. And then I went to the WrestleMania 32 and it was like around the same price. Right now, the buy-in for a WrestleMania show is probably 500.
But that's WrestleMania as compared to just an average ass SmackDown.
Yeah, SmackDown. Yeah. Well, I think he's saying like he's
No, I get
agreeing
what you're
with me that it's crazy that I would pay 120 for SmackDown when I
got you.
paid $100 for WrestleMania.
Yeah, I gotcha. That's what I'm talking about. Like we're in such a weird place right now with where I don't want to turn my commie button on, but I mean like the fact that when people think that things should be spent and the fact that there's people that are struggling right now to pay their bills is just it's obscene to me.
Yeah. All right. Last